Aston Martin had nothing to say about the car's interior, but based on the photos, it's identical to the standard model. Granted, it should come with a few modifications to the instrument cluster and the way data is displayed, but customers should expect to get the same layout and materials. Radical by design, the Vulcan's cabin is made almost entirely from carbon fiber. Everything was designed with racing in mind, down to the bucket seats, the F1 style steering wheel, and the roll cage. The presentation model comes with bright yellow detailing on the seats, but this detail is most likely customizable and buyers can order it in just about any color available. The large instrument cluster provides all the vital information, including speed, lap time, tire pressure, and fuel consumption, just like on the standard Vulcan. All told, the AM Pro's cabin is more than suited to handle a busy day on the racetrack. The Vulcan AM Pro is all about updates to the exterior, so it is in this section that we will find the most notable changes. What's extremely noticeable upon first glance is that the AM Pro package turns the already aggressive-looking Vulcan into a race-bred monster. Up front, Aston Martin added louvered panels above the wheel arches, as well as a pair of large dive planes to each side of the bumper. The first element extracts high-pressure air to reduce aerodynamic lift, while the latter help pin the front end to the track. There's also a revised splitter that now includes turning vanes on its underside for improved steering response. The AM Pro doesn't do much to change the Vulcan's profile view, but the rear end is more dramatic than before thanks to a brand new wing. Not only as massive as a full-fledged race car, the new wing also employs a dual-plane design versus the single-plane layout of the non-AM Vulcan and a 20mm gunny flap. The element also includes slotted wing end plates that have additional 15mm gunny flaps to maximize downforce overall. These upgrades bring a major increase in downforce. While the standard model benefits from 3,150 Nm, the AM Pro churns out a whopping 4,000 Nm. And while the Vulcan had just a tad more downforce than the 2017 Le Mans winning vintage GTE, the Vulcan AM Pro trumps it by almost 900 Nm. The modifications also shifted the car's center of gravity forward, bringing it closer to the middle of car 47% versus 41.5%. This not only improves traction, but also enhanced steering response and front-end grip. The AM Pro is a stock Vulcan under the hood. It's a bit surprising to be honest, but not a deal breaker since the car's 7.0-litre V12 cranks out a massive 820 horsepower in stock setup. The massive engine mates to an XTRAC-built 6-speed sequential gearbox with a transaxle and uses a straight-cut jerset with drop gears to the crown wheel and pinion. Performance figures are still a mystery, as Aston Martin has yet to update a 0 to 60 sprint time of less than 3 seconds and top speed of more than 200 miles per hour. However, given the revised aerodynamics, it's safe to assume that the AM Pro is a 10th second quicker to 60 miles per hour. Top speed is likely to remain unchanged, or even drop a bit in this configuration. Just like the standard supercar, the Vulcan AM Pro rides on a push-rod suspension with anti-dive geometry and Multimatic's dynamic suspension spool-valve DSSV dampers, the latter providing high levels of adjustability. There's also variable traction control and anti-lock braking. Speaking of stopping power, the Vulcan uses Brembo carbon ceramic disc brakes measuring 15 inches in the front and 14.2 inches in the rear, while the lightweight, 19-inch wheels are wrapped in Michelin race spec tires. The only thing that changed under the hood is the engine cover, which is 5 kilograms 11 pounds lighter than the standard one. Pricing information for the AM Pro package is not yet available, but it's safe to assume that this supercar will cost more than the standard Vulcan, which was sold for $2.3 million before options. production for the AM Pro is capped at 24 units, just like the Vulcan, with a package to be installed by Aston Martin Advanced Operations. The first customer cars will be completed in the third quarter of 2017,